Today we're going to be making some cute crafts you can make for your dolls for Easter. The first thing you'll need is polymer clay, and this brand of clay we're using is called Sculpey, and it's quite an expensive brand, so if you want to use cheaper ones, it's okay, it works exactly the same. You'll need a variety of different tools and small beads. So to start with, we're just going to get this dark brown clay and open it up, and we're going to break off a reasonable sized chunk, and you're going to start kneading and making the clay softer and easier to work with. Now with some aluminium foil, break it up and scrunch it into balls and keep adding on more until you get a ball to the size you want. Now wrap the clay around the ball and just pinch the end off. Now with another colour, and we're using a lighter brown, we're going to break another piece off, not as big this time, and start kneading it to make it smooth and shape it into little shapes to be the wings of our chicken. You can just squish it around until you are happy with how it looks. Now we are going to be making a bow tie for the chick. So we've got a light green and a darker green, and we're going to be making two pieces into like petals kind of shaped, or like triangles you could say, and so you'll be making two of these for the bow, and then you'll just stick them together carefully and then get a darker colour and stick it in the middle like so, and then you can just simply push this on to your chicken. I'll grab a teeny piece of orange and pinch it into like a little triangle shape for the beak and just push this on to where you want it. Now collect some black beads together, and you grab two of these, and these are going to be the eyes, so just push them in to the clay, and so now your chicken has two little eyes. Now if you want, you can add some small details onto the chick, so we're putting some lines on the bow just to give it a bit more texture. Now we've made a few other little chicks, and we've got some yellow ones and a brown one. With the yellow ones, since they're a lighter colour, you can rub your fingers in red and kind of smudge the red onto the chick, and it gives it kind of like a rosy cheek look. It's really clever and it's really effective. You can make as many chickens as you want, all different sizes, shapes and colours. Now we'll be showing you how to make the bunny. So we've got this light purple, and grab quite a big chunk of this and start kneading it. To make it easier, we use this tool, but you can just do it with your fingers. Now using the same method you did for the little chick, get some aluminium foil. This time you're going to need quite a bit more as the bunny has a bigger body, so keep scrunching this up into a ball until the size of it is how you want it. And once you've got the size you want, stick it onto the clay and roll it up, and just like pinch over the sides, cover it up, and once you've pinched them off, you can just roll it out and smooth it up so there's no holes, gaps, and it's all smooth. Now you've done the main body part for the bunny, so you're going to get some smaller pieces of clay and make them into kind of like little sausage shapes, kind of like this. I can't really describe what shape it is. And get them to the right size you want and the shape, and just push them onto the side of your ball to make the arms. Now you've done both the arms, it's time to make the legs. So make kind of like ball shapes and then kind of like flatten them a bit, and then just squish them to the bottom. Make sure they're flat so it will be able to stay seated and won't topple over. Blend the joints together with your fingers. Now you've got your body, it's time to make the head. So I'm using the aluminium foil and wrapping the clay around it and making it smooth, and so there's no holes and gaps in the clay. Once the head is how you like it, just squish it on to the body. Now it's time to make the ears, so grab another bit of the clay and roll it up to a ball at first, and then flatten it with the palm of your hand and kind of make it into like a flower petal shape, and make it sure it's all smooth and there's no bumps and creases, and make 2 of these. Now you can just squish the ears onto the head. To add more detail onto the bunny, we're making a colour for the middle of the ears. So we're doing the same thing as we did for the ears, except making it a smaller and thinner slice. And you just make 2 of these. Now squish these onto the ears of your bunny like so. Now we want to add a bow tie to the bunny, just like the chick. So we're going to be getting a light green colour and making 2 kind of like triangle shapes. And make sure they're the right size you want. And just keep moulding them until you're happy with them. Once you have both of them, you can get a little bit of purple, roll it into a ball, and then just push it in to the middle of the 2 green pieces. Now you can stick the bow in between the bunny's 2 ears. I put it on kind of on a side, or you can stick it underneath its head as a bow tie if you want. Now for the bunny's face, you're going to get a little blue ball and just squish it on to the face as the nose. And then you're going to get 2 little black beads and just push them into where you want them for the eyes. Now using a tool, you can add little details onto the bunny. So we added little claw marks on the arms and the feet. We added some lines onto the bow. And we drew the whiskers on. And then the mouth. Make sure you use a sharp, pointy tool for this. Last but not least, this is an optional step to add a bit more detail. You can rub your hands in the blue clay and kind of like rub it onto the bunny's belly just to give it a cute touch, and you can also do this to the cheeks as well. And you can make as many bunnies as you want. For the last little craft we're going to be showing you is get a piece of clay in a ball and then pinch it to make it like a plate shape. And you can use any colour you want. Then get 3 different coloured pieces of clay and make them into long kind of snake strips. And you can make them as long as you want, but it depends on how big you want the egg to be. Then you can cut them so they're all the same size. Get all the 3 pieces and kind of twist them together, and twist them quite tight so you get the effect that you want the eggs to be like. Then you can just kind of coil it around, and you just kind of keep going up until you run out of clay. And with this, you kind of roll it together and mix all the colours. And if you want it to be a bit more swirly, you can grab it and like kind of pinch and twist it just to blend the colours a little bit more. And then roll it simply into like an egg shape on how you like it. You can make as many eggs as you want, and you can also add little eggs just to touch up the plate. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you craft some really cute Easter decorations for your dolls. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if it helped you, and stay tuned for more videos soon.